Alright guys, so we'll start recording. Okay, so we'll start recording in 3, 2, 1, action. Hey everyone, TurtleAgs here, bringing you another AFK Journey video. Twitch chat, you can say hi to YouTube, your mom, your future self, whoever you'd like. And today, 13 minutes ago, our new raid-up hero, Gerda, appeared in the VN server. And yes, I am on the VN server. As a matter of fact, myself as well as 3 other content creators, along with some of our viewers here, are actually, we created a new character, a new hero on server 53, which came out on the VN server about less than 11 hours ago. So if you want to join us, join our guild, I will have a VN server client link download below in the description. Without further ado, let's begin. So the structure of this video will be as follows. First, we will summon for Gerda. I accumulated enough diamonds to guarantee a copy of her on one of my VM accounts. So we will go ahead and secure her, and then we will go over her kit next, and then we will go ahead and play test her in PvP, Dream Realm, as well as AFK stages. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so that's 10, 20, I guess they'll make us hit hard pity. Hi Turtle, how are you? I'd like to open a counter in the new VN server. How can I do it on Android? The link you gave me only works on iOS. So in the link, Yan, there should be a section, I think Google Play. Click on Google Play. That should work on Android. Okay, so we summoned for Gerda. Hey Gabriel, good to see you, good to see you. Alright, let's go ahead and go over her kit next. Okay, let me just listen to her voice. Okay, and she is an A rank Mauler tank on the physical side, which means that when you summon her, you'll get 8 copies at once. Okay, let's go ahead and go over her kit. So, Ultimate, Splashing Fun. Gerda uses a wooden ladle to splash spring water within a 2-tile radius, healing affected allies for 120% HP and dealing 140% damage to affected enemies. Enemies affected are also put to sleep for 1 second and cannot move or act. Each time a target receives healing equal to 10% of their max HP or is healed 3 times by Gerda's Hot Spring, the sleep is extended by 0.5 seconds up to 3 seconds. Okay, so it seems to me that as the battle goes on, the sleep duration increases and increases more and more, and kind of like becomes a Tassie. Alright, and then first skill, Spring Therapy. When a battle starts, Gerda leaps forward up to 3 tiles. Okay, stomps the ground to unleash a spring, dealing 200% damage with an interruption effect to enemies within 1 tile. You know, this kind of reminds me of one of those crests in Arcane Labyrinth where you can fling your frontmost ally at the enemy and stun them for X amount of seconds. This is kind of what Spring Therapy does. Then she creates a hot spring within a 2-tile radius. Allies within this area recover 25% HP per second, while enemies recover 4% HP per second. So, you know, just by reading these 2 effects, I think she is like a straight upgrade to Granny. Except she's an A rank Mauler, because she already has 2 different ways to not only heal herself but also surrounding allies. She can put enemies to sleep, and she has an interruption effect. And then the second skill, Mighty Smash. Gerda smashes an enemy with a wooden ladle, dealing 150% damage and stunning them for 1.5 seconds. So this is yet another crowd control effect. At the same time, Gerda gains a 340% shield for 8 seconds, which is kind of like Volca. So she's like Granny, she's like Tassie, she's like Volca, but in tank form. Okay, and then once you get her Legendary Plus, she'll reduce damage taken by 12%. So this is kind of like Fresto-esque, if you will, because he has the ability to reduce damage. Okay, so now her EX weapon, Spring of Life. Gerda increases healing received from the allied Hot Spring by 120%. Each time an ally is healed by it, the cooldown of Mighty Smash is reduced by 0.2 seconds. Okay, and then at EX5 increases healing received by 150%. Okay, EX10 when an ally enters the allied hot spring for the first time. So I guess this hot spring is like an area of effect kind of thing. They become unaffected for 5 seconds. Okay, you know, we don't have many allies who are able to make other heroes CC immune. And this is a 5-second CC immune, guys. This could, for a free-to-play player, and maybe even for whales as well, make it so that if you want to counter an opposing Tassie, you can make some of your allies CC immune. That way they don't go to sleep. This is pretty cool. And then EX15 increases the healing received by the hot spring by 180%. So a good EX weapon stopping point would be EX10. I think her EX10 is actually quite powerful. And then Supreme Plus, when Gerda stomps the ground during Spring Therapy, which is the first skill, she stuns enemies for 2 seconds instead of interrupting them. Right, because interrupting is just basically like if they're in the middle of a cast, you just interrupt them. Kind of like against an opposing Smokey, right? You interrupt him, and then, you know, he gets his debuff or whatever. But here, you're actually stunning them for 2 seconds. So it kind of is like Ulsa in a sense. So, you know, when I look at her kit now, I don't know how it compared with the dreams that we read before, but I do feel like what I'm reading right now is actually a bit more than what I expected. Okay, so that's a very good thing. And, you know, because we get 8 copies of her, I mean, okay, so that's 1 Ascension, 2 Ascensions. So that's already 2 Ascensions. That's pretty good. Yeah, so... Okay. So what does 2 Ascensions get us? That gets us to... Okay, we might need to summon her a little bit more. Okay. So let's do that then. We'll just summon her a little bit more. Oh, one more time. Okay, yeah, that's all we can do, guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and test her out. So I want to test her out in AFK stages first. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so this was my original team. So we'll go ahead and swap Sinbad with... yes, with Gerda. Okay, I'm going to put her in the front. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is going to be where she'll jump to. Remember what we said before. She'll throw herself at them at the start of battle, interrupting them. So let's see how it plays out. I'll slow this down. Okay, oh, she died quick. Okay, that's not good. Oh, but this is interesting to see. So the hot spring does remain even though Gerda's out. Now, mind you, my Sonia's Supreme Plus, so you can't compare my Sonia's tankiness to Gerda. But it seems to me 2 copies is not enough. Now, granted, I did push AFK stages pretty hard. Okay, hold on. Let me do that again. So let's do it with proper support here. Interesting. Okay, so you can kind of dictate where, how, because she goes 2 tiles, right? How do I protect her for the purposes of this? Maybe need all rush units. Okay, let's swap to a Mauler comp. Yeah, good call, good call. So we'll do like that. And then we'll do like Odie. So we essentially have 2 hyper carries, and then we'll go Iron Wall spell. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Darn, I pushed AFK stages way too high. Okay. Okay, let's try her in Dream Realm. At least let's see how her heals are. Because she didn't survive long enough for me to see. I see. So wherever she plops to, that's where the hot spring will be. And whenever your ally enters the hot spring, they will get the benefit. The benefits, which I already forgot what they were. But, so it seems to me placement of Gerda is going to be very impactful. And kind of like what Slowbee Art was saying, maybe we need all rush units. Because if she's going to throw herself at the enemy, you'll want your melee unit. You want to run more melee units as opposed to range units. Because at the moment, no one's benefiting from her hot spring. They really should have made her hot spring a little bit bigger. I mean, of course, it was also a skill issue for placement, but we're playtesting her, guys. So if you want to run Gerda correctly, it seems to me you want to plop her. You need to predict where she will plop so that the hot spring envelops as many of your heroes as possible over the course of the battle. So I think that's very Mauler-esque, right? Because, you know, you could run like Shakir, Mikola, Smokey, that sort of thing. And then in terms of her damage output, it's what we expect of a tank. It's not that big of a damage output. Okay, so now let's try her in PvP, which is also going to be a rip showcase because I also pushed very hard here. But we do have one challenger. That's good. So we can actually do a proper play test. So we will. Okay, so like Mauler comp, right? Actually, Ludovic might be a good pairing because the healing will go over to where she is. Just hopefully she doesn't die. Okay. Okay. Guys, I don't know how to assess this. So the hot spring heals affected allies. Did she put the enemies to sleep? I didn't check for that. Did she even ult? Okay, so the ult is ticking. So she kind of, yeah, okay, so this is good information regardless. So we never got the ult off. We never got the ult off. So, okay. So here, let's add a Rowan to get her ult off faster. Oh, and we can run the twins as well. Let's just make sure she gets the ult off.
Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
It's our turn to take the stage.
Okay, so the hot spring will appear. Wow, she ults very slowly. Guys, I can't get her ult off.
This was nothing.
I think the game's doing everything possible to brick my video. Alright, let's try that again. This time I won't run any DPSs. Okay, so emphasis on ulting very, very slowly. Oh my god. Okay, let me just attack a random guildmate on duel. Maybe that's the way. Oh no, nobody. Okay. Okay, guys, I don't know what to do. I can't even get the ult off.
Feel like a trip to the hot spring?
Okay, so Rowan. Hopefully I survive long enough so I can get the ult off to illustrate what it looks like. So the ult, just as a reminder, will put the enemies to sleep.
Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
Man, I can't with this showcase. Frontline Rowan. This is so frustrating. I can't properly showcase. And I'm not going to edit this video. Frontline Rowan, okay.
Feel like a trip to the hot spring? Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get her ult off, guys. That's the only thing I'm asking for in life right now. Oh my god, my Rowan died. I don't know if I'll get her ult off in this video, guys. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. I guess we'll take their word for it that she puts enemies to sleep. Alright. What's the easiest piece of content in the universe? Alright. Guys, sorry, I cannot illustrate her in PvP. I'm just trying to get her ult off. Alright. This is so frustrating.
Potions for sale. Buy 4, get 1 free.
Oh my god, Gerda died. Oh.
Sir Lucius, at your service.
Okay. 3 supports and a shielder. Surely we can see her ult today. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. So that pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. I can't get her to ult. I apologize. I do highly recommend that... Okay, I'll just kind of summarize my thoughts. This video got really bricked. So, what I think about her is that you should probably skip her, because there are better heroes, presumably, who will come out later. We cleared the stage, I have no idea how. Yeah, the thing about Gerda is, okay, she's a tank that tries to do many things. She has different ways to heal. Her ultimate can put enemies to sleep, and the sleep starts off 0.5 second or 1 second and increases all the way to 3. She has several interruption effects. When you get her EX weapon, she is able to provide CC immunity to your allies if they go into the hot spring. But as you saw in my various showcases, it takes a particular kind of team in order for them to actually walk into her hot spring to get the benefit. So she seems like a very niche tank that's very hard to use. You need the right team to go into the hot spring. You need to position her so she flings at the area where your allies are most likely to go into the hot spring. And her ultimate takes a million years to summon, so that you can actually put the enemies to sleep. So, I mean, I know they're trying to balance her out, right? Because we know how broken Tassie can be when she ults. But Gerda, she doesn't seem to... definitely, in order for her to get online, I think absolutely the damage reduction will be important to keep her alive long enough to get her ult up. But she ults very slowly, guys. So... anyways, I'm sorry for the showcase. It was terrible, but at least for those of you guys who are curious what her kit was like, what it looked like, and how she interacts with the other allies, at least it'll kind of shed some light and give you a little bit of perspective, not the best one, but a perspective before she drops for global this Thursday. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Take care, guys. Alright, I'm done. Let's go back to the other account. Oh my god. I've never had a video fall apart that badly in my life. Like, even my potato videos were better than that. Alright. Okay, I gotta take off this jacket too.